Hi everyone, I'm Medina. About our vision statement, it's been really useful for me to really be able to think through my vision statement, filter down. I thought I had a really good idea of where I was going with my career, but being able to create a statement that's succinct has been really useful for me during this process. So, my vision statement is that I will be the first person tech companies think to call when they need complex projects managed, which involve international contributors.
In the future, I see myself working as a global project manager so that I can manage projects remotely and continue to travel the world. If a tech company needs to pull a number of talented contributors from across the globe to focus on a specific project, they will need someone to manage the communication and timelines in order to keep the work on schedule. They will call me in order to communicate their goals, expectations, and deadlines, and I will work with the contributors to determine a feasible timeline and set milestones to keep the work on track. I'll use my communication and organizational skills to make sure we reach milestones as a team, and I will do everything necessary to remove any barriers that come up as the team works together. Organizations that contact me for this work will know that the work I do for them as a global project manager will always be of the highest quality and delivered on time. I'll create a work environment that is enjoyable for the contributors so that they will want to participate in future projects. When I think of this vision statement, I'm excited about the future because this line of work will allow me to work remotely, giving me the chance to continue traveling the world untethered to any one city in order to complete my work. Even though I'm really excited about this vision statement, I understand that there are still some contradictions in my way in order to reach this future goal. I saw something online the other day where one friend asks, "So what's your dream job?" And the other person says, "In my dreams, I'm not working." I think that this is a pretty funny and blunt way to think of a basic contradiction to imagining your future career. Even though some days I definitely feel this way, and I'm ready to retire at 30, I know that I want to work because I feel like in many ways work can be fulfilling depending on what you're doing. And the fact of the matter is, for the majority of us, we have to work to make enough money to survive, whether we like how the system works or not. But this specific vision brings me as close as possible to my dream job because I won't have to be physically tied down to any one location and will be able to travel while I work, which is a dream of mine. Another contradiction between my current state and my vision for my future career is that I don't yet have global project management experience. I've done a lot of work managing projects in the 8 years since I graduated from my undergrad, but I don't have the global experience working remotely. I've worked with many partners located in different countries, though, so that experience is useful in understanding cultural norms and being culturally sensitive with the international members on your team. I haven't had experience working in the tech sector either, but I'm currently looking for opportunities that would allow for me to work on projects like these in order to gain that experience, bringing me one step closer to my vision. I'm currently working on my MS in Business Management and Organization, and last semester in my International Entrepreneurship class, we had a guest lecturer come in from IBM to talk to us about blockchain. And one of the interesting things that she told us about was that the tech sector really needed project managers, that there was a deficit. And I found this so exciting because I've always been really interested in technology and being able to use tech as a way to be more creative and innovative in the work that we do, while at the same time making what we do more efficient and creating more efficient processes. So I talked to her later and basically said I never really felt that I was allowed in the tech space because I'm not a developer or a coder, but hearing what she said was really useful to me because it showed me that I could use the skills that I already had and apply them in a new area. So that was a really cool experience for me to be able to see that my future vision really fell in line with a lot of the work that I'm already doing, but moving into a sector that I'm very interested in. For 5 years after college, I lived in favelas in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And in these shanty towns, there's a serious need for trash collection or efficient trash collection. While there are designated places where people can place their trash, if a rainstorm hits before trash collection day, everything basically washes down the hill while people are walking upwards through the dirty water to get home. And this is obviously a very serious problem for the people who live in the favelas and extremely unhealthy for them to be walking through the trash. And one day, I would love to be able to bring together a group of people from around the world to solve this particular issue. I would involve Brazilians who understand the current state of trash collection, as well as people who live in the favelas and know best what they actually need. I'm planning on involving trash collection units in Germany who have already created really efficient ways to collect trash and borrowing this technology that they've already developed in order to fix this problem. So bringing people together to solve real-world problems is something that I'm very passionate about, which is why I'm going in the direction of global project management. The great thing about global project management is that it ties together my purpose and my vision. My purpose is to use my organizational skills to help others understand and achieve their potential while creating an environment where everyone feels fulfilled in the work that they're doing. Some days it is hard to balance my passions with business and work, but I have such an entrepreneurial spirit and love building and developing business ideas and processes that I know that I'm on the right track towards my vision statement. I believe that it's possible to be business-minded and still make a difference in people's lives, contributing to the greater good ultimately. And this is the reason why I switched my major from social justice to business management. I'm looking forward to taking on projects that make a positive difference in the world by tapping into the ideas of talented people from around the globe.